A brief message from your friendly neighborhood editing Jordan. We tend to try to keep things pretty PG-13 around here, but this is an improv podcast. So, who knows what we're going to say. Sometimes we throw in some swearing, some sexual content, and some violence. So, as a general warning, viewer discretion is advised. Also to be noted, the opinions stated about a certain tabletop role-playing game are just that, our opinions. We love the game and we like talking about it. So any criticisms are really just all in good fun. That being said, wizards, please hire us. Alright, with that out of the way, let's get on with the show.
I will not be looking at the Garfield fan art.
I was so hungry.
We're talking about peanuts.
Sorry. We're talking about what?
Why of in the food window?
IP address? Why do they know where IP?
I thought you said...
What?
Jordan, my family might watch this. Put a censor on those.
I will not.
No,
No,
was Jordan
please.
just singing? What the heck was that?
The
That
Linus and
was the
Lucy.
Peanuts. Okay,
Yeah.
I couldn't figure out what that was.
Wait, I didn't know either. I thought you were trying to do our theme song.
Same. That's why I was like, "What the heck?"
No, I was mixing it up. It's Linus and Lucy, which is the actual name of the Peanuts theme.
And we're gonna use that for the intro for this episode, right?
We are not, because it's copyrighted.
But backwards.
Okay, now roll intro.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Nat One Podcast, aka Nope, because nope, you're not gonna want to hear what we're about to have to say. I'm Pertuset.
I'm Levi.
And I'm Jordan.
Dun 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 dun. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Yeah, that. Blah, ba, 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 ba. That's when he's sad.
Gesundheit.
All right, happy November.
Holiday season.
Exactly.
November 11th.
Thanksgiving season. If you are United States, I'm pretty sure Canada also has Thanksgiving, but I think it's in like a different part of the year, or maybe I'm stupid. Point is, happy November. In honor of that, we're doing a special episode today. What are we doing, guys?
We're making D&D builds for the Peanuts characters.
Peanuts.
Yeah, Peanuts ski. Everyone knows the Peanuts. You got the one and the other one.
This is making me sad.
Why is it called Peanuts?
That I don't know. That's what Charles Schultz decided to call them.
Is it because they all look like peanuts?
I don't think they do.
All I'm saying is if you merged the Peanuts comic strip with the Muppets, they would all just be Peanuts.
What?
Peanut puppets. Peanuts. Peanuppets, if you will.
I
I
won't.
will not.
That sounds like a bad word.
Does it?
I wasn't saying I will not because it sounded like a bad word. I just thought it sounded gross.
Well, I mean, you already said penis in the intro, so how much worse could it be?
Peanuppets.
Peanuppets. Yeah, we were thinking when we were making this our schedule for Thanksgiving season, November season, we were like, what the heck is even that? We were trying to figure out what can we do that could be D&D-y, but also somewhat festive for this time, and we were like, I got it, Peanuts. And then all of us said, yeah, Jordan, we know Taryn's allergic, but what can we do?
I don't know. I feel like Peanuts are the most festive because, like, you've got like the Great Pumpkin special and the Thanksgiving special and the Christmas special and everything all around this time.
The Great Pumpkin.
True.
Except this year you don't because they're not being aired on TV.
But I have them on DVD. It is true. They were not aired on network television.
Because
What
it's being
the
aired
shit?
on Apple Plus. What's it called?
Yep, it's on Apple TV.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's a dang travesty.
Yeah.
Oh, also, I have an answer to the question, why are they called the Peanuts? Is because it was a popular term for children back in the time when they were made.
Huh?
That it was a well-known term for children
Why are
at the
baby
time.
boomers just wrong?
And it stemmed from the Howdy Doody show that called the audience section that was full of children the peanut gallery.
Okay.
I don't really eat, like nuts. Don't you crack
Apparently-
peanuts open?
Apparently, boomers eat children.
Well, I'm just thinking, like, don't you crack those suckers open to eat what's inside?
Yeah.
I as someone
if
who
they're
does not
still
eat peanuts,
shelled,
I don't
yes.
know.
If they're still shelled, yes, you break the shell open to get the peanut inside.
I don't like this allegory of calling children peanuts anymore. We're gonna change what the famous work of art by Charles Schulz. We're gonna change it right here, right now.
Almonds.
Children. Why did that sound worse? It's what it is.
I don't think that Charles M. Schultz, upon naming the peanuts, was thinking of cracking children open. I don't think that's where that came
What
from.
if he was, though,
Oh.
Jordan?
Did you see that famous letter that's in, I think, the Library of Congress?
Where he talks about cracking children open?
Yes, actually. There's a letter he sent to a fan that was upset with one of his characters, and he responded and he was like, "I'm sorry that you are not happy with this character. I will remove them from all comics henceforth. I hope you're happy with the death of this child." And then he drew that character with an axe in their head.
What?
It's in the Library of Congress. Look it up.
I cannot tell if this is a bit or not.
This is true. This is a real thing. Trust me, I watched a YouTube video essay.
On January
Yep.
5th, 1955, Schultz decided to remove one of his characters from the strip. He received various letters with complaints about a female version of Charlie Brown named Charlotte Braun.
What?
Find the letter. Find the letter. Look at it.
Charlotte's primary trait was her uncontrollable loud voice, which annoyed even Charlie Brown, the boy constantly seeking company. Schultz decided to take her out of the strip entirely simply because he felt the strip's comedy was at stake. However, he wasn't pleased with having to terminate a character either. To vent out some of his frustration, Schultz used some of his creative dark humor in a letter to one of his fans who complained about Charlotte Braun. In the letter, he wrote, quote, "You and your friends will have the death of an innocent child on your conscience. Are you prepared to accept such responsibility?" End quote. At the bottom of his note, he sketched a quick Charlotte Braun with an axe in her head. This final drawing of Charlotte was his punny way of saying she got the axe. The letter is now in the United States Library of Congress.
That's amazing.
And I'm looking at it right now.
That's amazing.
And the point of this story is, I think he did have in mind cracking children open when he wrote Peanuts.
Anyway, their beloved touchstone of culture and very popular still in pop culture to this day. And I love Charlie Brown, so please do not ruin the holiday season for me.
So we're gonna give him D&D builds,
Yeah.
Exactly.
but not Charlotte Braun.
No.
No, she gets killed by the characters.
She's
Yeah.
the plot hook.
Yeah, there you go.
Charlotte is
She and
missing.
another. Whoa. Jordan, why don't you pick a peanut for us first and tell us what build you've surmised for these cracked open children?
Okay, so don't call them cracked open children.
Sorry.
So Lucy is actually my favorite Peanuts character, so Lucy is my first pick. And I said that Lucy would be a mastermind rogue. And I stand by
muted.
this.
Ooh. Okay.
Well, okay, I say that she would be a mastermind rogue because throughout the different Charlie Brown shorts and also in the comics, she has her little psychology booth. And so mastermind rogues get the bonus action to help. So her giving advice is her bonus action help. And also, like, with the manipulation of people, I think that also she's kind of a bitch. So I feel like that's something that she would do. And then you also have the infamous football thing that happens in a lot of Charlie Brown strips where she tries to get him to kick the football and pulls it out from under him. I feel like that's classic sneak attack.
I thought she was just bonus action helping the football.
That could also be it. It's a joint effort. They're both attacking Charlie Brown. So yeah, I think that's classic sneak attack. And he falls for it every time. So it's not her fault that he's stupid sometimes.
That's true. I can see that.
Lucy is very intelligent, so that's why I picked Mastermind Rogue.
Intelligentia. Levi, what do you think about the Mastermind Rogue Lucy?
I think
is
children
smart.
can be very conniving.
That's true.
So yeah, I agree.
Oh, for all you non-Americans out there, football is the pigskin. It's the brown one.
American football.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I was thinking, what other intelligence-based? The only option would have been artificer and wizard.
I almost went wizard.
Do we have any proof of Lucy casting magical spells in the
She
Peanuts
was a
comics?
witch in the Halloween episode. She did dress up as a witch for Halloween.
But did she do
I can
anything?
dress up as a witch. That doesn't make me magical.
No, that I think that she's not magical because she like adamantly denies the existence of the Great Pumpkin.
Well, that would line up for a wizard, that like the anti-cleric type be, or artificer. Both of them are typically characterized as the anti-cleric.
Oh, I've got plans for the Great Pumpkin though. That's yes, I think that rules her out from being magical is the fact that because she's supposed to be one of the most mature of the gang because she also takes care of her two little brothers. So I feel like being I feel like she's the more responsible one, and so being the planner and the smart one goes a little bit better with that.
I like that. We'll have to do. I should have said this earlier or maybe later. I don't know. We'll have to do like a one shot with our Peanuts builds one day.
Please,
No,
I'm
Taryn will die.
begging.
We'll make
Karen's
you run
not
it.
allowed to go within 20 miles of any Peanut memorabilia.
Listen, I will absolutely run a Charlie Brown one shot. That I love that.
All right, in the comments, you heard it. If you're interested, let us know.
Make it a Patreon goal.
Yeah. Okay. We could maybe make it a TikTok, but so I'll go next because I only have one in mind. Any others are coming up off the fly, but this one I had in mind. The character I chose to make a build for was Pigpen, the most elusive member of the Peanuts, and honestly, most handsome. Now I offer you two builds that Pigpen could be, and I'll let the, as they say, children gallery choose.
You're making my heart sad.
I think that was the worst 30 seconds of dialogue I've ever had in my life. Okay, so what do we know about Pigpen? He's always surrounded in dirt. Yeah, he's got that cloud, like it's so bad it's a dang gaseous form of dirt around him. Yeah. So much so that even with a bedsheet over him, it still leaked out. So, how do we characterize that in D&D? I thought, well, there's two things. What do I immediately think of when I think of something dirty, stanky in D&D? And I said, Circle of Spores Druid. Obviously, Circle of Spores Druid. That's just you're so stinky that you've literally made it toxic.
But does he smell is the thing? Because I don't think he smells. I think it's just dust clouds.
See,
you're telling me that he stinks so bad that he's lost his own ability to smell? That's so tragic, Jordan.
Well, that brings us to our second option. If it doesn't stinky and it's just a visual effect, then maybe those dirt clouds, those like mephits almost, maybe he's a swarm keeper ranger and his swarm are dust particles or dust mephits.
Wait, I dig that though.
Has he tamed the dirt? Levi, you seem like you have some thoughts about this.
I think he's tamed the dirt.
I absolutely despise this creation. I do not enjoy this at all.
Now, either way, he's magical. It's a question of if he's fully magic or if he's halfly magic. And if so, what are his survival instincts? Favorite enemy? I would say pumpkins.
I'd have to agree with that. I like the ranger theory. I think he's a swarm keeper ranger.
Okay.
Well, because it's never my sticking point. I think spore druid is good, but the sticking point, they never say he smells. It's supposed to just be dust, in theory, according to like all the stuff. It's just dirt. It's not necessarily like. So yeah, no, I think he's a ranger.
Okay, but are we saying that dirt doesn't stink? Like if you have a constant dirt cloud around you, it's not gonna have a smell.
I mean, depends on what the dirt is.
It would have like a dirt smell, but that's not always a bad smell. Just don't let them in my house because I don't want them to track it in.
Yeah, don't sit on the couch.
Yeah. It'll look bad. Now, if it's manure, that'll stink.
I'm reading the Peanuts wiki right now to figure it out.
Why are you on the wiki? There is an official Peanuts site.
I'm on the wiki.
That's no.
We gotta dive deeper.
Okay, the Peanuts website says it's a dust cloud, not stench lines.
Once again, dust cloud does not necessarily mean no stink.
I think Charles M. Schultz wrote a letter to the Library of Congress that said Pigpen stanky. I don't know. I didn't do like any investigation. I literally just went off of immediate vibes of Pigpen.
Oh my god, okay, wait, he's covered in dust because he likes to dig because he wants to be an archaeologist. I'm looking at the official website. Pigpen has affixed to him the dirt and dust of past civilizations. He also enjoys making mud pies. And he has an interest in politics.
Pigpen is Kratos?
But I just read earlier that Charles Schultz hated adding politics into his strips. I feel like Jordan's getting from a biased source right now.
I am looking at... Okay, Lucy also wanted to run for president, so I don't know where that's...
That's true.
Lucy wanted to run for president, and Pigpen aspires to be class president one day.
Yeah, right. Keep dreaming, Pigpen. Know your place, Ranger.
Where is all this Pigpen hate coming from? You're the one that picked this character.
I always pick that which I hate the most.
Yeah.
That's what I submit for Pigpen. Now, here we go. As always, when we come to these stalemates.
Oh my goodness. Wait, this is hilarious. A running gag was Peppermint Patty constantly bothering other characters as she constantly talked about Dirty Child. However, she soon wondered if she could change Pigpen. I can fix him.
It probably, actually, just give him a bath. It wouldn't be that hard. But as we come to another stalemate, whether this is just a stinky boy or a Swarmkeeper Ranger, you in the comments and those at home, tell us which one is true. Or if you like the Circle of Spores one, I guess you can pick that too, but that's not really on the ballot. But you know. All right, Levi, give us your peanut build. Crack it open for us.
Woodstock time. 1 second.
I love that festival.
Yeah.
Which one? The original one or the one from the 90s that caused a riot?
The 90s.
1 second. I need to get to the classes list so I can make
you
sure
you
that
don't
I'm
have
right
written
one.
notes about your character builds? For shame.
Oh, yeah. About my character builds, yeah. Just not this. No.
Not my peanut builds.
So Woodstock, what do we know about Woodstock? What can you say about Woodstock?
He's
He's
bird.
Woodstock.
But also it might also be she's Woodstock.
Is that so?
According to the wiki, Woodstock is the only Peanuts character whose gender may have changed. Schultz claims he originally considered the bird to be female, but changed his mind after naming it in June 1970.
It's just like that one Mario character, Birdo.
But what do we know about Woodstock? We know that Woodstock is a great sidekick to our main character, Snoopy. Mm-hmm. We know that Woodstock also has a gaggle of other birds like them that sometimes they go on adventures together. And we know that Woodstock is a veteran and member of the French Foreign Legion.
Yeah.
So I posit that Woodstock would be none other than a gunslinger fighter.
I'm so glad you said that because I agree wholeheartedly.
I can see it.
But not like cowboy style gunslinger fighter, like
Musket.
World War I trench warfare gunslinger fighter.
I think that works since he's not that great of a flyer, and that works because Snoopy is a World War I flying ace.
Exactly.
So they met in the war.
Yes. Snoopy crashed, and they did that thing where like Woodstock saved him from the burning plane wreckage, and that's why they became best friends.
My goodness, why is that not something more frequently used in D&D storytelling as they met in the war? What the heck? There's so much good potential there.
That's amazing. We need to next campaign. Well, actually, like 3 campaigns down the line.
But yeah.
Army.
And Woodstock isn't alone. Where was it? Wait, I had the names of all the other ones a minute ago. I need to find it again.
All of the other Woodstocks.
Yeah.
Woodstock?
They have names. And it's
I know they have names. I can just never remember them.
I said stood walk. Which, if you say it quick enough, it just sounds like you're saying stood and then walk, which I think is funnier, honestly.
At least somebody does.
This is why I always pick myself.
Character. Woodstock and his fellow Yellowbirds, named Bill, Harriet, Oliver, Raymond, Fred, Roy, Wilson, and Conrad, often join Snoopy in group activities, with Snoopy as the de facto leader.
Naturally.
Most frequently, they embark on Beagle Scout expeditions with Snoopy as Scoutmaster, or as a patrol of the French Foreign Legion on their march to Fort Zinderneuth, led by Snoopy as their sergeant.
Wow. Okay, so I'm thinking it would be like impossible almost to have a D&D group of like with Woodstock and all the little birds, like maybe another adventuring group, sure, but they're all gonna look the same and have a similar backstory. No. I think Woodstock is actually just suffering from an illness and believes all those birds are real and they're not. He is Bill and Harriet and Conrad and whatever, Mortimer or whatever.
Oh, it's like a salad finger situation.
Yes, exactly. He is all of them, and yeah,
I am all of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Or it's just a party of kinkus and they flock together.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that part. In D&D terms, he's a kinku, yeah. And that's why where the chicken scratch speech comes from.
They're just all bright yellow kinkus.
Yeah. And they're all... No, I wasn't even positing that they were a party together. I was saying that they were all soldiers, and all of them were gunslinger fighters. And Absolutely. The D&D party part comes at... This is the backstory. These are the guys that Woodstock fought alongside in the war, in his platoon. And then now that the war's over, some of them are dead. Some of them, they just broke up. He's not with them anymore. They're not together anymore. Just like many soldiers do in the real world. And so now Woodstock has gone on to become, to team up with Snoopy, who I guess in a minute we'll figure out what he is.
Oh, I've got for Snoopy.
Yeah.
All right.
So there we go. There's Woodstock. Surprisingly less argument over the fact that he was a gunslinger fighter than I thought we would get.
Well, really, it was the French Foreign Legion that kind of brought it all together.
Yeah.
And the fort, what'd you say, Zangief or something like that?
No, let me see if I probably horribly mispronounced it the first time. Fort Zinderneuth.
Or
Zinderneuth. I don't think it's a real fort.
Well, not yet. Patreon goals? I don't even know how you get about making a fort. I mean, you can just... Is there a way we can get an official U.S. government titled fort xiphoid process or something?
I feel like we just sneak onto a base that's already a fort and then build a blanket fort somewhere and hope that they don't shoot us on sight.
It's like the buying a tree in Ireland thing. You become a lord and lady, but it's fort. It's the Snoopy fort.
It's just a doghouse.
We did it, guys. We did it for our Patreon goal. Then we show up in the obituaries. All right, Jordan, why don't you tell us about the next person, the next Peanut?
Right. So now, since we did Woodstock, we obviously have to move on to Snoopy, who I think is a Circle of Dreams druid who is just constantly in wild shape. That's why he's a dog. But he's constantly in wild shape. Okay, I picked Circle of Dreams because he is sneaky stealth boy. Like, I'm going off of the Great Pumpkin cartoon where he has the whole dream sequence where he's the World War I flying ace and he's flying across the country and his plane crashes and he has to sneak through the countryside. I think it's the French countryside, to get to the Halloween party that the rest of the Peanuts characters are at. And so I know that Circle of Dreams, there's a feature that gives you a +5 to stealth with a certain feature. You can, starting at 10th level, you can use hidden magical pathways. And so that's what I think that was his use in the war, because he was a World War I flying ace, and so he could fly through these magical pathways. And yeah, the Red Baron is still his arch nemesis. Also, I put in he probably has some kind of disguise kit proficiency because of all of the costumes and props and things that he comes up with, because you've got like Joe Cool, you have the pilgrim costumes that he wears in the Thanksgiving episode, the World War I flying ace. He also plays the Red Baron in the World War I flying ace dream sequences, and I think he's been Santa Claus. And to add to the ranger thing, he voices several different animals for the Christmas pageant in the Christmas special. So, yeah, druid.
Okay.
Well, what?
He's also a novelist on the side, but that's just canon to the Peanuts cartoons.
I've decided immediately he is now a Clockwork Soul sorcerer.
Bruh!
I'm putting no thought into it. I literally I'm throwing another one out there.
Come on.
Hey, I gotta. Anyway.
Mine was well thought out.
Wait.
You're probably right.
Wait.
But I want to create opposition.
Wait.
You're just being obstinate to be obstinate.
Yes. It's my brand.
What are you? What are you called again? Where are you?
I'm looking of Dreams Druid.
No, that's it I'm looking for. I'm this.
Beagle.
No, okay, that doesn't fit. Never mind.
No.
Beagle.
I posit that if we're going with the he's constantly wild-shaped theory, I posit he is an Order of the Lichen blood hunter.
Whoa, he's a blood hunter. Oh my gosh.
Okay, but then he probably wouldn't have lived this long.
Long
may he reign.
Blood hunters can't live long, Jordan? That seems a little hunterist to me.
No, the original blood hunter did not live that long. That's what I'm basing that off of.
That's true.
That's a little bit of a stereotype, don't you think, Jordan?
There's been one of them. Well, Chetney technically counts, but he's multi-class, so does it count?
Are you saying that no one besides Taliesin Jaffe has ever played Blood Hunter?
Well, Taryn also played a blood hunter and also died. So
that was apoptosis, to be fair. That was programmed character death.
But he still died. So
but did he? Have you seen his soul in Hades?
But also, Snoopy is
body.
a dog, so they're pretty young already, and they're probably gonna die at the ripe old age of like 15. So that's right in line with a blood hunter.
No, druids get timeless body though.
What if Peanut Land is like Westview and it's just stuck in one time zone the whole
See, that's
time?
the thing, Jordan, though, is what I'm saying here is he's not a druid.
I'm saying
so he doesn't get timeless body.
Why isn't he all three? Maybe he's a multi-class druid, sorcerer, blood hunter.
He's all right, I will concede that he's a multi-class.
All level 20.
Yes. Snoopy is more powerful than any entity in all of D&D.
Wait, no, we can't meme about this because we were going to one-shot it. Shoot, we have to make an actual one.
Well,
fine, give him the druid.
No, then we can make Snoopy be like the BBEG or something.
No, the adults have to be the BBEG. I want to kill adults. I want to kill grown human. Wait.
So yeah, he's a druid. That. He's Circle of Dreams druid.
Yeah.
Okay.
This always happens on our episodes that we have like the simplest premise about. It's just like the dang weather episode. Tasha's a pick-me.
She is. Go back and watch that episode all the way back from like February.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It is a good one.
No, it's not.
Dang it.
Oh shit.
All right, I'm gonna go next. I'm picking an off-the-wall character.
Go next.
One none of you would have seen coming. I made a build for Spike.
That is not one of the characters that we agreed were eligible.
That's why you wouldn't see it coming.
We
God
agreed there were
damn it.
characters that were eligible.
Yes, you just weren't.
That was a sneeze. Bless you.
Gesundheit.
It wasn't a scream of anger or anything.
You shouldn't have said anything and just let them think I screamed.
There were characters we agreed on. Yes. No, Spike. Everyone knows Spike. It's everyone's favorite peanut. It's the
Who
dog.
is Spike?
It's Snoopy's.
It's the other
One second.
dog.
Hold on.
There's another dog?
Yeah,
Yes,
Snoopy's
there is.
brother who lives alone in the California desert.
Oh, yeah.
He's kind of based.
I always forget that he's just not just Snoopy with a mustache and a hat.
No, he's not a disguise. He's Spike.
That's why I didn't include him when I was listing off his disguises.
Yeah. I was so waiting for a gotcha moment on Jordan to be like, well, actually, Jordan.
I know my Peanuts characters. You think so little of me.
Well, the Peanuts website doesn't have Spike on it, but the wiki does.
And you know what else?
Levi, who is Rerun? Tell me that and you can be part of this conversation.
Well, Rerun's also not on the website, but I bet they're on the wiki.
Spike, as I have mentioned, he lives alone in a desert in California. He just kind of looks sad all the time, which makes me think, just purely because he looks sad all the time, he has to be a knowledge domain cleric.
Naturally.
All this knowledge, no one to share it with. DJ Khaled suffering from success.
Why am I still on the Blood Hunt?
We can also give a build to the famous Peanuts character 5.
I think I'm about to revoke your privileges to participate in
Would
this episode.
Would he be a knowledge domain cleric, or would he be an Order of Scribes wizard?
He's
That's
not a
a good
wizard, he can't do
question.
magic.
But he's a cleric.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he's a cleric.
Mm-hmm.
Who?
Yeah. Now, if
I
he
guess
was an
that
Order
settles
of
that.
Dominoes wizard, then I'd order him. This video isn't sponsored.
I think I
Domino's.
just had a stroke.
Who's the next character?
Levi, you can give us one, and then Jordan, I think you have one more.
I have one more.
Okay, we'll do Levi, Jordan's one more, and then we have to tackle the final Peanut character together. It'll be
You're
hard.
gonna
Yes.
hate me.
I think we can mention the two that we didn't like build all the way up, but we agreed
True,
on.
yeah,
were-
honorable mention.
You're gonna hate me because I'm probably not gonna pronounce the name right.
Uh-huh.
Is it Schroeder?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's Schroeder.
The Bard.
The
Yeah,
bard.
he's a bard.
Yeah.
that was
He's
one of the
just a bard.
honorable mentions. He's a bard.
He plays the
Um,
piano.
he
He
does.
plays a piano, and I'd say just because he was inspired by, like, what was it, like Beethoven?
Beethoven is his favorite. He
Then
even
I'm
tried to
gonna
make a
have to-
holiday for Beethoven called
Yeah,
Beethoven
I'm gonna
Day.
have to go with College of Eloquence
Glamour.
because he's all about, he's like the eloquence of the music and everything, right? Even though
Yeah.
eloquence is about oratory stuff in game, it just the name fits.
you can
the best.
reflavor it.
It could possibly be glamour.
Oh, did I
But
say
no,
glamour? I meant
that's-
swords.
That's about the Feywild though. So I don't know.
Beethoven's not a fae?
No, he's a far.
Anyway, that one really got me, but I had to hold it back because we're recording. That was me holding back as much as I could. Okay, so Jordan, you give us your last one, and then we'll fight the big bald menace.
All right. Is Charlie Brown the BBEG?
No. He's
He's
bald.
the BBM, the big bald menace.
Thanks. Okay, so I did Lucy first, so of course I had to do Linus. So my idea is Linus is a peace domain cleric because he is the voice of reason for like the entire group. He enjoys philosophy and he's very thoughtful and he's very kind. The whole meaning of Christmas speech, I think, is the reason that he's a cleric, and I think his god is the Great Pumpkin. And obviously his blanket that he carries with him is a magic item.
What does it do?
Well, it can be many things. It can be a disguise, it can be a slingshot. It also has been shown to possess the properties of mage hand occasionally.
So it turns out the blanket is just a mundane blanket, but it makes him feel nicer.
That could also be part of it as well, but it does magical things, so don't air quotes me.
I might have been air quoting Levi. You don't know.
The Great Pumpkin.
So
All
yes,
right.
Linus is a peace domain cleric.
That does make sense. But he's going to be one level lower than everybody else just because he's younger in the show, too.
I would accept that as long as Sally is also leveled lower if we ever were to make her a character because they're the same age.
Whatever I can do to punish Taryn is good with me.
What?
Did I say Taryn? I meant Linus. Of course, of habit. All right, everybody, you ready for the baldy?
Oh, we've got to say
Wait,
Peppermint
did we
Patty.
do Franklin?
Oh,
We didn't
wait,
do Franklin. Peppermint Patty is a monk, we determined. Because I feel like her and Bo are kindred spirits.
I think Franklin is he's our resident quest giver. Maybe he's the level 20 shopkeeper, but he's a quest giver.
He's the retired adventurer that helps from time to time.
Yeah.
And he was the blood hunter.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now it's time for him. I dare not speak his name.
The Powerpuff Girls character? I didn't think we were doing Powerpuff Girls.
No, the other him. Someone else say his name. I can't say it.
Alright,
It's too
Pertuset,
powerful.
what is your Charlie Brown build?
Oh, I didn't make one. We're working together on this. Let's see, he's yellow a little bit.
Charles Wood.
He's
Bald.
sad constantly.
Yep. He's a
Rogue.
media icon.
He
What?
is.
Sad constantly equals rogue.
Well, we already have a rogue in this party, though.
I think
Okay.
he's a paladin.
Oh.
Oh,
Oathbreaker. No. What's the... I think he might be the pacifist one. What is that?
redemption.
Yeah.
Oh. Wait, that's sweet. I could totally see that.
He's sad all the time, not because he's inherently sad like a rogue, but because his party constantly disappoints him.
And they're always mean to him.
And they're always mean to him.
And the kite-eating triade is kite again, but that's a different issue.
Oh.
So I think my main question for this is where does the little redheaded girl fit into this whole thing?
God.
Okay.
The confidence.
The little
God.
redheaded girl is his paladin god. All right, that works.
Now here's the question though: is she a real god, or is she just a god to him? Hmm?
That's
Well,
that's
clearly
an
the Great
unhealthy
Pumpkin is the
relationship.
ultimate god
If
of
that's
Is it really unhealthy if it grants you magical abilities to heal people?
a little bit, because I don't think you should like idolize the person that you love that much.
That's true.
Yeah, sorry, Charlie Brown. I know you can cure my cancer, but I think you're in a toxic relationship, so you should stop.
Wait, but like there's actually a Peanuts episode about cancer.
I
That's
know,
also
but
true.
that's not what I was doing.
Which is
Jordan.
why he's redemption, because if you remember, he fights back only for her after she's getting a little bullied.
Actually, no,
as
I
a
don't.
redemption would.
The little redhead girl was not the one from the cancer cartoon.
No, I'm talking about the person that had cancer
Yeah.
in the cancer cartoon.
That was Linus. Linus was the one that was friends with the girl in the cartoon.
Oh, well, whatever, same thing.
But also, it's obvious that Charlie Brown is the leader of the group because he's the leader of the group in the actual Peanuts, but as the paladin and the only person besides Peppermint Patty with a last name, he clearly has the charisma.
He's not the only character that has a last name.
Oh yeah, Jordan, I'm looking at the website right now.
Linus and
he's the
Lucy or
only
Linus and
other
Lucy Van
character
Pelt.
that has a listed last name.
That's not true. No, Linus and Lucy have a last
Jordan,
name.
we don't need Fannin in here, okay?
Uh-oh.
God. Linus and Lucy have a last name.
Guys, you have to stop them. Guys watching this, you have to stop them. They're doing it again. Mom and Dad are fighting.
It's Lucy and Linus Van Pelt and their little brother Rerun.
Again, all I can respond to that with is that we're not talking about Fannin right
I'm
now.
not
Jordan.
talking
I know
about.
what
We're
you
gonna
mean.
fight.
5 is an auto gnome.
We forgot about Marcy.
Marcy's a plasmoid. I don't know
Actually,
what
I'll accept
class.
that.
And the adults are all Strahd Rock. That's my combination of Strahd and the Sierra.
Amazing.
We good? We did it?
We did it. Well, we also had Sally that we didn't talk about either.
She's based. There we go.
I don't think that's
Based on what?
You broke him.
We already got the answer right here. First line: Sally is inquisitive and demands answers for everything.
Oh, there you
Inquisitive
go.
rogue.
Has to be. No artificers in this group. We don't like them. Get them out of here.
I will also throw in that going back to the Charlie Brown thing, Charlie Brown does not get to be the leader just because he's a paladin.
Yes, he does.
No.
Yes, he does.
No.
Then why didn't anyone else take the leadership role from me?
Would that really be a good idea for anybody else in the group to be a leader? Like,
Exactly.
think about that.
Exactly.
It has nothing to do with the fact you're a paladin.
Everything to do with the fact that I'm a paladin.
No, it has to do with the fact that like 2 of the characters are ridiculously stupid and one of them is a drug addict.
Let us know in the comments if your paladin leads your group. And if not, let us know why you're wrong.
Exactly.
No, I'm kidding. I'm
Took
kidding.
my side.
I don't pick
Pertuset
sides.
took my
I'm
side.
independent. I'm Switzerland. Ah. Do they have peanuts in Switzerland? What do they call them?
There's chocolate there.
Cock.
What?
Jordan, you have to censor that again.
I'm not going to anytime.
Hey, we hope you enjoyed the episode you just listened to. If you really like our content, make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications on YouTube, and look for us on Spotify. If you'd like to see us continuing to do more fun projects in the future, consider supporting us on Patreon. You can find our page linked in the description above all of our other social media links. And finally, if you'd like to keep up with the zany shenanigans of our lives and check out some more skit-based content and things like that, check us out on Twitter and TikTok, links in the description. And hey, thanks!